Good morning, everyone. So, today, what I'd like you to do is go back into your reading journal and take a look at your reading books choices list. And you should have at least 5 choices down. If you don't, I want you to go back through some of the book talk videos or some of the websites to have at least 5 choices. And I want you to narrow them down. Like, what book would you like to start the year off reading? And pick your top 3. So I think looking at my list, I really liked Almost Home. Matched, I think, was good. And Patima. So those would be my top 3. You can circle them. And then I want you to number them. Like, which one would be your number 1? So for me, Matched, I think, would be number 1. Almost Home, number 2. And Patima, number 3. Then you're going to submit, you may have to type your 3 on a document, or you could submit a picture, or you could send me an email. Actually, I'd like it to be on Google Classroom. You'll have to tell me what your top 3 choices are so I can help locate those books for you. Tuesday, I'm hoping to have a book in all of your hands so that we can create some reading goals. At-home learners, it's going to be really tricky. The students that are learning at home full-time, I'd love it if you could get your own book. But if you're struggling, just reach out and I can see what I can arrange. I do have tons and tons of books. And I can go to the library. At-home learners, you can also go to Dyer Library. But we're going to start the year out with a book. And I'm also going to purchase a book for all of you, including the at-home learners, and I'll mail it to you because I have some sponsors that are really interested in helping promote reading in my class this year. So they've donated some money so that I can purchase a new book for all of you, which is exciting. So your number 1, I probably am going to really try to find for you. If not, I'll go with number 2. And I'll order your number 2 for you. Again, if you went with number 2, I'll order your number 1 for you. But you need a book chosen by Tuesday because we're going to set some reading goals. I'm going to tell you a little bit about reading. You are required to read 5 nights a week or 5 days a week for half an hour. You can choose those days. Say that you want to read Monday through Friday. You don't have to read on the weekend. Maybe you skip a night, like you had basketball practice on Thursday. You could read on Saturday instead. Maybe you forgot a night, so one night you might have to read for an hour. You can double up. However, I wouldn't save it all for one day because that would be like 3+ hours of reading. So you're going to see kind of how we keep track of how many pages that you've read, how we keep track of our reading goals, how many pages a night you should be reading. We're going to go over that on Tuesday before we set our reading goals. But I just wanted to give you the heads up that you are required to read for half an hour, 5 days a week. This can include for in-school learners time that you're in school. And at home learners, when you do ELA, maybe you push aside half an hour during that time to do your reading. So we are going to be reading a lot. Again, I do want your first novel to be a fiction book. And you're going to narrow down your top 3 choices like I've done here and submit to Google Classroom your top 2. It could be a picture of this. It could be a separate Google Doc that you just write what your top 3 choices are, numbering them. And this should be exciting because you will also be getting a free book. But since it takes time to order the books, we're going to start with either one of mine or one from the library or one that you have at home to set some of our reading goals on Tuesday. And that's it for today. Have a great day.